Happy hump day, as they say. Good morning, good morning. I got a little bit left. But we made it to Wednesday. It's always a good thing. Can't see it. Set up. Good morning, everybody. The beginner outdoor gym episode. I'm just kidding. I gotta finish bucking this log and then I gotta rip it one time in half. I'm gonna get to it. See if it's at alright angle though. Get the whole log in at least. That'll work. step one done. Got them spaced out. Now what we're going to do is just rip them in half. Just easier to lift up. And split too when the time comes. So we'll rip these in half. Down to as far as we can. Probably get the axe and just pop them in half. They're pretty dry, but there'll be a little wet in the center. Hope everybody's morning's going good. I heard a plane above me. I'm an aviation enthusiast, so every time I hear any aircraft above me, I'm always looking up. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to rip these in half. See if we can get an angle. That might do for now. We'll just have to go with that for now. Got to sneak in here. I got the truck backed in real close so then I can just throw the wood right in. Try not to hit my elbow on the bed of the truck. Might get a little blurry for a second. Might be a little blurry for a second. How's it going, everybody? Good morning. Appreciate you tuning in. I gotta roll these out. Oh, rolling down. Put a pine cone and put behind it. So I don't want to roll back. Hope everybody's morning's going good. Appreciate the like. Just out here busting my butt for $1. I'm gonna get a drink of water real quick and we'll buck that up. In case like people that don't know like terminology or wood terminology, the word like buck means like to cut, like to cut a tree up. So that's buck. And then ripping is where you cut the wood where it's already bucked, but cut it in like half. So you'll hear them two terms a lot. And that's what I mean by it. I'm gonna get a little water real quick. A little water and a little Red Bull. Guess I better do the water first though. And chase it with the Red Bull. That's what we're gonna do now. I got a little bucking to do just on this one. And one more piece if you can see right there. Buck that up and then we'll rip it like what we did here. It'll be followed by an axe. I'll just break them in half. But you might. I know service ain't too great where I'm at. I shouldn't even be live streaming, honestly. The quality's probably not too good. But the cool thing is I can talk to myself and not a person's gonna hear me. Finish these cuts off. Alright, that's the end of that. Just a little. Maybe. There we go. Still hanging on just a little. Might have to rip these wide. Maybe not. Good morning, everybody. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I gotta shave. Takes the look away from the mustache if I don't shave. Good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. People start tuning in when I hear talking. I need to get a microphone now. I'm gonna get a little microphone right here to clip on, then get that little TTS bot or what is it? Uh, Text to speech, so then I can kind of hear it when I'm working. Although it's gonna be unlikely that I hear something with the saw running, but I'll be able to talk to you guys while I'm like away. I can't do that right now. So I go work like 5-10 minutes and come back and channels at zero because people are like, "Well, he ain't talking with us." Hope everybody's morning's going good. We're almost through the week. Halfway. How's everybody doing this morning? Give me something to interact with. Say hello. Good morning. I'll shout you out. I'm such a small streamer that I'll talk to all you guys. I might refuel my saw while I'm sitting here with you. Don't be shy. You can say something. I'll say good morning to you. Getting low on ball wall. My wife's on a town run. She got a job out there today. She's getting me another 5 gallons of bar oil. I go through that stuff like water. Got out of gas too. I got about enough for another tank and a half. Good morning, everybody. You have just tuned in to the outdoor gym where I work my ass off for $1. But the good thing is the gym pays me. That's a little hack I found out. Get a labor job and the gym will pay you. I'm out of oil. Had a ball. 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 Good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's Wednesday's going good. Mine is. Mm. I hate to get back to work because then I lose viewers because I'm not talking. Or I lose viewers because they see I'm working. They're like, oh, work. Don't know about that. Or it could just be the service too. It might not be good service. It might be all kind of like blurry, pixelated. I'm gonna set you guys up in a second on the cut. I got 5 rounds of rip right now. So I'll rip them in half. Rip these rounds in half and then get my wedge beater. Get that out and open these up. I might have to take a walk and get my wood wedge because I didn't bring any wedges with me. But give me a second and I'll set you guys up. So many sticks and twigs trip over. Trying to make sure my camera's clean. It's hard to keep things clean when you're cutting wood. Trying to find a decent spot to put you guys at. Oh, gonna tip over. Gonna tip over. Yeah, yesterday when I was streaming, I checked my battery life on my phone and it was like at 2%. And as you guys seen, I didn't make it to the charger. I couldn't get the phone on life support in time. Right when I was plugging it in, it said goodbye. End of stream. That's it. I'm trying to set this up right. I know the more I move it around, the blurrier it gets. I'm sorry. I'm in a place with not too good a service. There we go. That might work. Yeah, you can see that round there. No, that'll work. Alright, so I'm going to rip these in half. Then I'll shut this off, come back through, bust them in half, and then start loading it. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. Then I got an oak right here that I can probably get. Because I got a customer that wants a load of oak and she pays pretty good. Very fortunate for her. Yeah, should have put in a quarter across. Alright guys. If you don't mind, tune in. You don't gotta say nothing. I'm gonna get back to work cutting this stuff up. But I appreciate you guys tuning in because it helps with the views. Try to let this channel grow a little bit. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to it. Hope your guys' Wednesday's just as good as mine. Well, we finished ripping them. Whew. Now what we'll do, get the old axe out and break them in half. Hope everybody's Wednesday's going good. Starting to warm up a little bit. Haven't broke a sweat yet. I gotta get a haircut. Look at that balding. Oh geez. Look at that. Ooh, that's way back there. Huh. Alright. I'm gonna get my little axe. So hopefully I'll be able to break these up in half fairly easy. So we'll get to it. Appreciate everybody that pressed the watch down. Helps me out. Helps the channel grow. Even if you watch for 30 seconds while you're taking your morning shit, that's fine. I do appreciate it. Appreciate it all. That one's gonna need to be covered in there. think the right axe for this, but yeah, I might have to finish the steps on them. I was hoping I'd get far enough down, but it's just a hair wet. I don't want to slip yet. Well, that one did. Whoop, missed that. Missed a shot on that one. Okay, I'm just messing around. There we go. Just a little green still, but it'll dry out quick once the wood's open. Yeah, I might have to go and there's some I can probably break up. There's only a couple I can break up. Move you over here. It's gonna lag a little bit because I'm moving you. Right there. This one I can't split, I don't think. Too big of a gap. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it'll fit. See that? I'm gonna have to get my t-shirts soon. Well, not soon, right now. I just started to break a sweat. Good morning. Appreciate you tuning in. I don't know if you can see the wood there. Yeah, you can. Good enough. I mean, it's a raw live stream. No fancy equipment. No thousands of dollars invested in it yet. Just a good old cell phone and a selfie stick tripod thing. That's all. What's my battery at? 59. That one's a bit wet and green. I'm gonna just finish this cut on that. It's a lot of these. I'm just gonna have to finish that. I'm just gonna finish that. Wasting too much energy. I thought it'd be easier too. Start loading them in the truck so I get more room to move my wood around. Man, I'm surprised nobody said anything. Usually somebody say the little auto high. Maybe maybe it's because nobody's having a good Wednesday. And they're just jealous I'm vibing so good. Doing such a strenuous job. People wonder how the hell he's so happy doing that. Let me get this piece of wood out of my way. Or it just could be my service too. It could be absolute shit. But I do notice when I stop talking or stop bullshitting, I guess, you guys, people disappear. Which is okay. I'm not complaining. I had quite a few in here already, so I'm happy with that. That one's a little heavy. Good thing I ripped them. A little burnt. Oh, look at this. This is from yesterday when I got home. I don't know if you can see it. It's a stain right there. Tuna sandwich. In case you was wondering. I can take a quick little break. Sun's right. The glare is terrible. I can't even see the phone. I gotta get closer like this to be able to see. Hope everybody's Wednesday's going good. I know some of you are getting ready to go to work or going about your daily lives. I was thinking of doing a axe throwing stream this evening. I got a little, and if you see my older videos, I got a little wood target we made. Little bullseye on it, but the bullseye round's already about split in half, so I'm thinking once I start the stream on that and throw a couple at it, it will just break in half. I'll take one of these rounds back with me. I'll have a little Red Bull to give me some wings so I can finish cutting this wood and get it loaded up before it gets too hot. It's early and it's already I'm already sweating 8:30 and I'm sweating. But you know what? I'm thankful for that. I look at the bee people down the road I won't name any names because this is to the world, but I give them credit. I mean, they're out in them heavy old suits. Well, they look heavy at least. I don't know, but they're out there in them suits at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock peak heat of the day, carrying them heavy hives around full of honey. I give them credit. I mean, of course, it ain't like logging, you know. I mean, you're walking hillsides with heavy gear and doing dangerous work, but I give them credit. I see a couple of them at the store, and I try to be friendly with everybody. You know, I like to get along with people, and they're always in a good mood. I mean, some days they'd be quiet, you know, because they're just so absolutely worn out. But never disrespectful, and always pretty happy-go-lucky. Who knows? He might end up seeing this, but no, I'm proud of them too. I give them a lot of credit because they come up from the bottom up. They had no handout, nothing, no one to help them like build their character or selves up to, you know, they did it all themselves, so they got all my credit. Well, all right, gonna get back to it after I'm done picking my nose. Eventually, I'll be done with this area, but unfortunately, after this, it's farther back up there. It's a lot more trees and more dense. I don't even know if it's gonna be able to do a live stream. I don't know how it does it now, honestly. But anyways, once we get back down that hill, we'll be able to do live streams better. I just turn these live streams on anyways, despite it kind of being blurry or I'm not engaging with you guys at all. But just kind of helps you guys see what I do every day, and it don't take no effort of me to do it or turn it on. Just turn it on and go to work. And Blair, gotta use my hand so I can't see. Anyways, I'm gonna take one more quick drink and then set you guys up all on the ground. Finish finish these cuts off. I thought I'd be able to bust them in half with the axe, but they're a little too wet. Some of them are just a touch green. With this bigger pine, you're not gonna split these rounds with the axe. They're too stringy. Even if I left like say 2 inches or so, some of it's too stringy, and there's also too many knots on it too, which changes the grain of the wood. Anyways, in the meantime, while I get ready, you guys can just enjoy that view. Not really much of a view, just a bunch of breath. be kind of iffy one. I'm gonna kind of be everywhere, so I might be off the screen. Start loading them, I guess. I think we got a load. I think we got a load of wood. So I'll set you up over here. Whew. Don't take long. That's what I meant by outdoor gym. That's why I stay so skinny. Sorry, it's blurry right now. Trying to put a tripod on sticks and twigs. Yeah, there you go. That's a good little view. It's 46%. I see you guys previewing the video without pressing the watch now. It'd help me out if you just press watch now for like 30 seconds. Then you can move about your day. I'm just playing. The crazy thing is, and I'm just talking to talk, is I could attract viewers real quick. I mean, just by putting something either political or calling this tree here oak tree or something maybe, or getting one of my saws and just putting it in the dirt while you guys watch it. Like that'd probably get a lot of views and a lot of comments. Oh, what a dumbass! What's he doing? He just ruined that chain. He's gonna blow us all up. Like those type of people get all the views in the world, but honest people, it takes a while. So there's the ripped up wood, as you see, right there. I'm getting better with my finger placement on camera. See a little dirt on it. A little piece of wood dust. Alright, I'm gonna start loading this in. About got it all ripped up. The only piece we don't is the very butt of the tree. We didn't rip that, but we'll just clear out all the wood that's in front of it. Because I gotta come back for that oak that you see. Maybe. Might not be. Oh yeah, you can see it. Right there. Come back for that oak later on. I might do it without my hat on. Get a little sweat on it. I hope everybody's morning's good, and I appreciate everybody tuning in for the time that they did. I don't ever take it for granted. I really don't. Even if it's 5 seconds. I appreciate it. I'm gonna throw my old holy gloves on and start loading this wood. Alright. I'm gonna start loading this wood. Take the plan down the road too. Even though I'm talking to myself, you guys can watch this later. Plan down the road is to get a little microphone that attaches right there. Get that turned on so you guys can hear me talk while I'm far away, because I mumble a lot. I'm a quiet speaking person. And the other thing we're going to do, which will help like when the saw's off and I'm working or loading this wood, is to get the TTS on, or text to speech on. So when you guys message on the screen right there, I can hear it. But I try to talk to anybody. You know, I'm a small guy and just trying to make the channel grow. And I genuinely care about people. You know, I'm not typically a people person, but I hope everybody's doing well. I mean, if people want to come here too and have a little therapy session about your problems, I'm all for it. I'll help you out as much as I can. But anyways, we're gonna get loading. Get this all loaded up here. This is where the this is where the outdoor gym part comes into play. Definitely raise your heartbeat in a few pieces. The gloves are done, but I wear them still just because they help with splinters. Hope everybody's Wednesday's going good. Nice peaceful morning here, nice and quiet. Just hear some birds. I hear a plane way off in the distance, but no car horns, no traffic, nothing loud. Heck, I'm the loudest person out here right now. I'll get back to loading. I'll just frequently kind of come back and forth, be my little break time. Even though reality wise, like without the stream, I don't really take breaks at all. I go till it's done. sometimes I do it too hard and overdo it. This one's a little wet. Good thing I ripped them once. Definitely a back saver. This one's light. Big old slab of work. Trying to pinch your fingers in the process too. This one I'm gonna have to get up there and place it. Getting hot. Getting hot. I don't have no top fans today. First day ever. All you gotta do is comment once, I think. Now this one's a bit wet because there's a knot right there. I'll show you some pitch. It's a booger. I'm just kidding. Picked it out of my ear or my nose. Look at that. No, it's a piece of pitch. Oh, there she goes. Don't want to get that on the bottom of my boot. Outdoor gym's working them arms. I just want to look at something real quick. I love it. You're gonna have to move the stream closer. You get stickers on me. How's this looking? Oh, what I do? Well, it feels good to be back at work, though. Tell you that. Couldn't work for like 2 weeks. It sucked. Took a lot of mental strength just to do that. Well, I'm getting her loaded. I'm gonna move it a little closer, even though there's nobody watching. But I kind of just do this for like videos instead of making a video and having all the storage put on my phone. I just do live stream. Trying to find a decent spot for all you guys. I gotta like manipulate the terrain too. I want it down a little more. So the thing about live streams, you can't change the ratio, or that I know of. I could be wrong. So I wish I could zoom it out just a little bit. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Alright, I'm starting to play too much on this thing. Let's set it right here, I guess. That'll work. Hopefully it don't fall over. Another nice slab of bark. Make a cat house out of it. Piece by piece, round by round, we move this whole tree to another town. Just kidding. That's a pretty good little rhyme. Almost got her loaded. We're getting there. They're getting heavier too. I got room for one more. Maybe. We're gonna make room somehow. There. Try to get one more in there. I'm getting a little greedy. I think that's it. Enough room to put our saws on now. Getting hot. Now I gotta fit everything on there. But I'm not going far. There we go. My nose is running. You get a truckload out of that. 120 a load. If I was to put it out front in bundles, it'd be more. You ain't going far. You're not going far. gonna go haul this wood, dump it off. Ugh. Take you guys off. Okay. That'll work. Ooh. Yeah, I like this thing. Pretty neat. Just put the camera on there. This little piece stretches out. Pretty cool little deal. Of course, they've been around for years now. Alright, go unload this wood. I gotta be real easy. There's a bunch of ruts out here. Real bouncy. Ugh. I'm always scared I'm gonna break something. This truck's getting so old. It's not old, but it's just been used pretty hard. Hauled a lot of wood with it. The service should get a little bit better. I'm gonna plug you guys in. Make sure I don't die like yesterday. What are you hung up on? That's where we were yesterday. Actually, yeah, we were at the beginning. Sweating like a pig. Crazy how much I sweat. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Appreciate everyone that has tuned in for a few seconds or pressed the watch now. I appreciate it. Get my big old head out of the way. Pretty nice. myself. I gotta shave so bad. Got like a bald spot right there. Terrible. Like nasty. I'll probably do it today. Just because it's getting too out of control. Should be getting a little bit better service now. Not that you want to just watch somebody driving around. I am surprised we did have quite a few viewers. It gets to be a little more every time. Every time it's just a few more than it was the last time, you could say. So I'm thankful for it. But I think another reason why this channel kinda it's questioning its own growth is because the channel is like so universal. It can be different topics or different things. Not like a channel designated to one thing. Where you can just look that one thing up and you always find that channel. About to the gate. Some of you seen that, I don't really care. Alright, off we go to the wood yard. Dump this load on. Now would be a time to tune in if you want me to talk to you at all. does subtract a little time from working, but that's alright. Job right over here to look at one of these days. Alright, we're here to unload some wood. Almost been going 2 hours. Come on, people, tune in. Join in. Stream's only gonna go for a little bit longer. We're gonna unload this wood and probably go get something to eat. Let's see. Come on, guys, tune in. Get this quiet guy to say more, even though I talk more during my live streams than I talk all day. Service should be fairly decent now, I would think. Better than what it was. to shave so bad. And it happens like in just different spots on my face. Eventually it'll grow back in, but then another spot will happen somewhere else. If there's any tree guys watching, or that do watch this, can you guys recommend what I do with this? Sell it as mulch, or it's kind of mixed with pine needles and big chunks of pine. I was thinking fairly cheap, like $40 a truckload or something like that. I got a tree company that dropped a bunch here, and now I gotta figure out what to do with it. I will use probably one whole pile to dry kind of wet wood out, or get greenish wood to dry out quicker. Let me see this dirt on my eye. Alright, we're here to unload the wood. This will probably be the last 10-15 minutes of the stream. So tune in now and say hi while you can. I appreciate anybody that comes in. I've been waiting for that tree to tip over. You know what I've been thinking on doing, playing around, is get like a 5-gallon, maybe a couple of 5-gallon buckets filled with water, and put like right on the back side of that tree there, and maybe get a shovel and kind of peck around it a little bit, and just hope that a strong wind comes through and knocks it over. That's what I'd like to do. Because the guy, I love him to death, and he helps us out. We actually rent from him. He lets us kind of use this property to put our wood on, but he kind of said, "Oh, just ease off the cutting over there. We don't want everything gone." So now I kind of fool around and hope the wind would knock it down for me or something. It's been moving more. So is that one there. If you can see it. Well, you can see it right there. It's been moving over more, but it's got a stump right behind it from a tree I cut years and years ago. And I'm sure the roots of that stump are holding the backside together pretty good. I'm sure the roots on the stump and that tree are pretty well entangled. But this one, I have to get it all wet right behind it on a real windy day, and just get a shovel and dig right behind it a little bit, and just let Mother Nature take its course. I could fall it, but I could fall all these trees. I'm not incapable of it, but it just wants me to slow down on the falling. I might cut a couple over there. It's pretty jungly, so I might fall a couple like them ones over there. do like maybe 2 or 3 a year. Because before I was doing like 70 a year just in this area. And they were all fairly a foot across. Alright, get my gloves on and get this truck unloaded. We'll set you guys up one more time. It'd be nice if a couple more joined or helped out with the views, but that's okay. It's like a little baton on a nightstick. I should just call it that, my baton. Gotta get my baton out. Alright. Set you guys up. Like balding. Molding. Balding. He's sweating in this truck. Alright. Get some gloves on. My holy gloves. Oh, Jim. They should be like put up in a frame. Or I could sell them on eBay. Designer gloves. I should sell them. See if some clean them up and see if somebody from the city will buy them. They might. Authentically worn. Heck, I might make a video about that. Get these cleaned up and sell them. Enough to cover shipping. I'm surprised we didn't have, this is our first live stream where we never had anybody say hi. Since I started doing the live streams. I got it on backwards just so I have more texture between my hand and the wood. Yeah, it's the first live stream that didn't have anybody say hi. Make me sad. So I'm just watching people go by. Same as where I live, we know everybody. And everybody knows me. The wood guy. Alright. Kind of want it to where you guys aren't looking into the sun. Although I can't see nothing because of reflection. Let's see here. Can't see. That'll work, I guess. I'm just gonna get up in the bed of the truck though, so you might not see me. I'll try to do most of it, yeah. I'm gonna try something. Try something new, different. I'm gonna put this up on the cab of the truck, on the top. Anybody that sees it's gonna have some big old antenna on top of it. See what our battery life is real quick. 29. We're gonna unhook it. And unhook the ICU device. Bring this as small as possible. Aim it down. Clean off the lens just a little. See how that looks. Shit, I can't see nothing. You can kind of see it, I guess. How that works. One way to get wood off the truck. That bark's just falling off. I'm sure I'm getting one heck of a pile done, but I always put myself in check. This wood can go in 2 days on a good day, and I'll be all out of it again. Leave these off. How's it going? Good morning, everybody. Even though no one's watching, that's all good. Just out here working. I like getting that wood way up there because it looks cool from the road. Good morning. Just unloading this wood. About got it done. One more. That's that. Another load done. Looks small from up here. Let's go back a little bit. I mean, for one guy like myself, doing just about, well, I am doing everything myself. I'm pretty proud of that. I got wood over there, far over by them tarps. Wood over there. Little pile over there. I got decks of wood over at another property. Got some pretty big trees over at the place we're working at. Ugh. Alright. That's that. Oh, I'm sitting on my thing. Got sweat bead running down my face. Taking my gloves off. My holy gloves. I frame it and then sell it maybe. Take this off. Alright. Alrighty guys. Well, you joined me for another load, which I appreciate. All that watched. You guys can watch this later when it's uploaded, probably tomorrow. Seems to take a little over 24 hours for the video to upload. But anyways, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Just on one load. Usually I do 2 loads, but I haven't been prepared. Like, I haven't had enough wood ripped in order to get 2 loads out. So I'm having to rip it and then load it and dump it. And I think tomorrow we might go back up there, but tomorrow we might sort through some oak, measure some oak, some 14-inch and lower for a customer. So we might do that. So it'll be mostly just a bullshitting stream, non-work. Well, it is work, but you know. But anyways, eventually when I'm back in like areas of more service, we can do some live streams of falling some trees or something. But I don't know if I'll be falling trees with 1 or 2 viewers, you know. But we just keep streaming and hope this channel kind of grows as it days go on and as we progress. We're hoping in the next month or so we can get a little microphone attachment. And once I get that, I'll get that text-to-speech thing sorted out, and I'll be able to talk to you guys. And maybe like a tablet or something else where I can be able to see comments while I'm working and have my camera set up or something like that. But we'll just play it by ear and see how things go. I appreciate everyone that tuned in, even though the one like, I really support it. This stream's been kind of the weakest one out of the whole bunch, but it's a stream nonetheless. But you guys take care, have a wonderful Wednesday, and maybe see you tonight for some axe throwing, which will be around maybe 6 or 6:30 Pacific time. Alrighty guys, take care. God bless.